viruses and their transforming principles. We will continue with the evolution of the viruses, whether they have something to do with their transforming principles. Transformation is very important, as you know that in the genetics, the transformation and transductions, these are the very important phenomena. So we will see that how the transforming principles of the viruses are important as far as their evolution is concerned. First of all, what is the transmission? What we are talking about here, that how the transmission and what is the meaning of the transformation. Genetic alteration of the cell resulting from the direct uptake and incorporation of the exogenous genetic material from its surrounding, and it is through the cell membrane, will be called transformation here as far as the viruses and their function here is concerned. Just like we see that how the transformation will occur. The transformation will occur through the two ways. One is the naturally, through the nature it will be occur, and other is the artificially. What is the meaning of artificially? We can use the artificial transformation for our medical point of view, from our own drugs point of view, from the vaccines point of view, and genetically transferable. The sum of the transformation is the genetically transferable. So as here in the diagram given below, splenomegaly, and then it is in the diagram, it can be shows the transformed. Here you can see that this is the transformed erythroid cells are here in the diagram, you can see, and here the erythroid cells. So these are the transformed erythroid cells, which is considered in the apo-independent erythroids hyperplasia, and you can see that activation of SF stalks and aposignal transduction pathways. However, here are the different block of the STAT and DNA binding pathways, and here you can see the transformed erythroid cells, which is important here. Then there are how many types of the transformation we have just seen. There are natural transformation, which is naturally occur in different kind of the viruses and different kinds of the genetic material. Then there is induced transformation or the artificial transformation, which is important from the medically point of view. Its natural transformation include the viral cancers, and it can also be used in the various treatments with the cancers or with the viral infections. Then there are cytocidal infections. The persistent, there are three kinds of the infections which are very important, and we need to discuss these infections. Cytocidal infections are cytolytic infections, persistent infections, and then transforming infections. The infection of the permissive cells with virus leads to the productive infection and often results in the cell death. Such kind of infection will be called as cytocidal or cytolytic infection. Cytolytic means the death of the cell. So therefore, such kind of infection, which is through the natural transformation of the virus, is called cytocidal infection. The first effects of the replication of cytocidal virus to be described were the morphological changes known as cytopathic effects. These morphological changes will be occurring as a result of those viruses which are infecting those hosts, and this will cause the death, and which will be through the cytopathic effects, which are very, very easily seen through the structure of that host cell. Then there are the persistent infections. In the persistent and sim of the transforming infections, the viral nucleic acid may remain integrated specific host cells, and this can remain indefinitely. For the indefinite time, the virus cell will remain, and this is called as persistence infection. And progeny virus may or may not be produced. It is not important whether the virus progeny is going to produce or not. However, the virus cell, the virus nucleic acid will remain inside the body, and it will remain in the specific host cells. So transformation of the host cell, there are three ways through which the transformation of host cells can occur. One is the physiological way, the other one is the biochemical way, and the third one are the genetic ways through which the transformation of the host cells can carried on.